Hey, folks, we are live. So I don't know how the internet's working here today. Sure, my echo's not too bad. Kind of checking things out and seeing how things are working. Looking good enough. Okay. Let's wait till some people show up and we can start talking about some thingamabobbers. It is Saturday, so it might not be the best time to do a live stream. I don't know when a best time actually is to do a live stream, but we're going to talk about some thingamabobbers going on. One big thing I want to talk about is the Canadian border, how that thing opened up, and how frustrating it is to still not be able to drive up there for myself for specific restrictions and things. Okay, I got two. I guess you would call these mice, not mouses. It would be two mice. Let's have these bad boys around. Let me know if you can hear me. Can anybody hear me here or not? Okay. See, I don't know if my microphone's working good enough. It's new, another new microphone. Seems like I'm never satisfied with any kind of microphone. Okay, getting things working around here. Good to go. Guess we'll just talk about, yeah, let's talk about the Canadian border. It opened on the 9th, which was Monday. Today is is that right? Yeah, it opened on the 9th, I believe. And today is the 14th. Uh, I don't watch TV, so I get my news uh, as ads or something, or my browser, when it opens up, I get my news that way. This is from Car and Driver. Uh, it's talking about Canada opened its border to U.S. travelers once again, and cars are lining up. But right down into the article somewhere, it says how it could see its traditional long lines, but not yet. It's something from people from Washington State and Oregon are just not in a hurry to get to Canada right now, and that could be because of the restrictions. In order to get into Canada, you have to be fully vaccinated and you have to have had a test within uh, the previous 72 hours of getting to the border, uh, to cross, and you have to have some other paperwork and stuff. I suppose it's actual proof that you had the vaccine. No, says nothing in here about people who have already had it and who may take an antibody test or something to say that they're not able to get it or they're not contagious or something. Uh, doesn't say anything about that in here, which is incredibly frustrating. So, oh, there's also a pretty hefty fine. Wrong mouse. Okay. Uh, yeah, I'm using two mice. The hefty fine, where is it? $600,000. That is to go. Blah 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 blah. Submitting false information can result of a fine up to $750,000 Canadian, the equivalent of about $600,000 American. Then it says, or a term of 6 months in prison. Oh, that's what they're saying there. For false paperwork. It's kind of a touchy subject here. I don't know exactly what to believe, but again, there's nothing about people that's already had it. Uh, I did see something somewhere, and the wife and I was talking about this, that there's a shortage of antibody tests. So apparently, once you have it, you have the antibodies, and there's some kind of amount of those that you can have that proves that you're not sick or not contagious or not sneezy, wheezy, coughy, whooping cough nonsense into the thing. Okay, here's a amendment. Look, something about the rise of the Delta variant or too low overall vaccine rates. Here's in Canada. So from what I understand, actually Canada was getting hit pretty hard recently. So that's probably why they're taking it pretty serious. It is pretty cool that they opened it, but it's still for a lot of people that I know that's had it and that are not going to be vaccinated. This is still might as well still be closed. So what do you do? There are options if you really need to get to Canada or through Canada, like myself. You can take a ferry from, I think, Washington State. There might even be some from Oregon, probably some from California too. Take a boat up, take a ferry up to Alaska. What I mean is the targets. My target is Alaska, but they're not. Can't just drive there, which is what I was planning on doing. Actually, last year when all this crap started, It's been over a year. It's been like a year and a half, I guess. Around March 2020 is when stuff started happening here in my area in southeastern Ohio. Um, I suppose that's why Canada's still doing this. At least they opened it though. Though enough doom and gloom. Uh, the weather's finally starting to break, which is awesome. Uh, we're in the 80s and stuff for this week or this weekend, I mean, and then we have storms coming up all next week. So it's kind of nice. It's an excuse not to go mow the grass. Which I hate mowing the grass. It takes about 8 hours for us to mow everything, and I keep kicking this desk. I need a better camera set up here. So hey, I won't have to mow. It's cool. I can't mow in the rain, or I don't mow in the rain. And I've seen some places where the leaves are actually starting to fall off trees, and it's still pretty early for autumn. We got about another month left of this miserable summer. We are in awful August, obviously, and you know how that goes. It just drags on, or it could be an early winter. Last year was a very mild winter, uh, up until it actually got here, and then it was pretty rough. We actually had a lot of snow last year, which was pretty cool. Few previous years there wasn't a lot of snow. No, that was kind of a bummer. Uh, yeah, it was pretty cool to actually have a winter. I'm hoping we get an early winter. So far, the summer really hasn't been that bad, so it's kind of a cool thing. Okay. Oh yeah, China's all mad about they lost in the Olympics. Do people even watch the Olympics anymore? China can't stand losing Olympic medal to U.S. So they're fudging numbers and spreading false information. You don't say. You don't say that that's actually happening. I can't believe that they would do something like that. That's but I'm also reading this on the news, so I don't even know if that's true. It's kind of funny how you can't trust anything anymore. Remember Dan Rather, Tom Brokaw, even Connie Chung? I think she was Chinese or Korean or something. So, pretty Asian lady, Connie Chung. If you were in the '90s, you know who Connie Chung was. I think she might still be alive. I don't actually know. That's when you could kind of trust what was going on in the news, or at least there wasn't a huge division in the country of what the news was actually saying or doing or whatever. No, it's kind of terrible. But yeah, Dan Rather, old scary guy, but he told you like it was, and that's how it is, and that's it. Now you turn it on, you don't. Who are these people, and why are they so mad at somebody or mad at somebody else? Why can't they just say the news, whatever the news is? It's because sensationalism sells, I guess, right? What else we got in this? Man, I hate even going to the news. I don't even know why I'm. Man flies 650 miles for first date with a woman he met on TikTok. Why? Why put that on the news? It's stupid. Uh, Human remains found in barrel outside home. That's actually the only thing that's somewhat interesting, even though it's morbid and sad and terrible. The barrel was left outside for trash pickup. Oh my gosh. That's the human remains found in a barrel in New Jersey. Made a discovery large plastic container around 10:30 a.m. Ridgefield Park, according to a statement from Bergen County Prosecutor's Office. Left on a curb, which is not unusual for residents at a street pickup on Friday. It's so scared to know that somebody just stuffed a body in a barrel like they are nothing. It's yeah, well, uh, I don't know if we ought to talk about this. It gets actually kind of gruesome in there. Well, I guess taking out the trash is kind of a thing. Let's go find another article to talk about. This mouse doesn't have the little back thing on it like this one does, so it's frustrating. I got two computers going here, so uh, I keep fumbling around here. Okay, let's find another article to talk. Biden, no, we're not even going into politics. I don't even want to think about that crap. I'm so sick of politics. I'm so sick of viruses and being sick of being sick, I guess. Saturday Night Live, history of misconduct. Look back at five sticky situations. Don't even care, but I know what that's about. Uh, some COVID deaths are linked to Western wildfires. What? The fires? Are we going to vaccinate the fires now? Seen a thing where federal employees are going to have to. What was it? You either have to be fully vaccinated, or you're going to have to wear masks and take a weekly COVID test. It's very likely that I'll be a federal employee relatively soon. and I've already kinda got it in my mind that, I'm just gonna wear the mask till it comes to being forced to do it. I suppose the federal government can force federal employees. I know, of course, there's a lot of people out there that are not federal employees, and they're not wanting to get the vaccine, which I completely understand. They don't have a choice unless they get an attorney and fight it, which I believe they would win, but, at what cost? Is it worth $10,000 in a year of not working, sitting at home while you're on leave or some crap like that, then ultimately to be terminated for another reason? They can find anything. That's how things work. It's possible. So it may just be simpler to either quit or get the vaccine, I guess, which I hate to say that, but we're not really free if we're subjected to crap like that. Especially in my case, when there's no talk of people that's already had it. No. And I know I have been around people that are contagious, including the little variant thing that's going around now that everybody's talking about. So is my wife. We've all been around that. We had it in November. We recovered. We've been exposed to it since then, and we're so far okay. That doesn't mean it'll last forever, but right now, I feel more confident just being the way it is. Anyway, let's talk about this. Wildfires raging in the world, maybe fueling coronavirus pandemic, according to their study, linked to thousands of COVID-19 infections and hundreds of deaths. Smoke. I suppose the particulates. That's what I was thinking. The stuff from the smoke getting in your lungs. If your lungs are compromised from the sneezy, wheezy, whooping cough, I suppose that's why. Uh, that's why that is. Yeah, that's CN PM.25 and whatever that means. I don't know what that's. Public. Okay, there's this in Washington and Oregon and California. I don't know what the PM.25 and the epidemiological dynamic of whatever. Yeah, I don't know. There's no numbers or anything. There's a bunch of numbers, but it's like parts per million of. What if that's what the PM is? Whatever. I don't care. I mean, I care. Okay, it's increased 11.7% and 8.4% in increase of deaths in the last 28 days from from all the smoke and everything. That's pretty terrible, man. That does suck. So, yeah, let's get out of here, man. Let's find something happy to talk about. I think it's doom and gloom, I guess. Kaylee Kuko. Oh, that's what's her name? Penny from uh Big Bang Theory. She bashes German coach who punched horse at Olympics. Well, sure, a German dude beating up a horse. Like I don't even want to go to that. There, that's pretty funny though. Nothing against German folks. I'm German myself, or somewhat German. If you know my last name, then you know that I'm very German, German ancestors and such. But punching a horse at the Olympics of all places. Nine, horsey, nine. Well, just kidding. I actually have a thing where I've been trying to learn German over the past few years. It's like Rosetta Stone, but it's not. It's called Instant Immersion, which is pretty neat, man. It's really cool. If you want to learn another language, it's like a quarter of the price of Rosetta Stone. After this live stream's over, I'll go back and edit, and I'll put in a link of it. So let me make a note of that. Punching a horse, man. It's funny. I'm not laughing because I like people who inflict pain on horses, but uh, punches a horse at the Olympics. Okay, we're not even touching that one. Soaring gas prices. Yes, man. How about somebody's like, hey, I found a cure for childhood diabetes or something, something good. Something. Aileen Maxwell will not be sprung from jail like Cosby. That's something else I don't think I want to touch right here. I woman accused Nick Minaj. Yeah, we're not talking about that one either. Man, there's just nothing good. Como, yeah, the New York governor. I think he was a governor, wasn't he? Man, it's been so long since I've even watched anything on the news. American Idol star. Jeez, we're not talking about that one either, man. Tropical depression Fred brings flooding to Florida and Cuba. Well, Florida, you know what's coming. If you live in Florida, you've probably experienced this before. So heads up on all that good stuff. Okay. So anyway, what else we got? Schwarzenegger chomps on cigar after torching schmucks who float rules. I don't know, man. Yeah. Well, there's nothing in the news that I want to talk about right now other than a guy punching a horse. Now, why would you punch a horse? Like if it bit you, I could see slapping it maybe to get it away from you, or if it's like going after your kid or something. Or if it hurts your kid, that's different. Yeah, you can knock a son of a gun out. Wonder if there's ever been a record of anybody knocking out a horse with a punch. Let's just see. Uh, oh, not horse. Oh, see, knockout horse. Oh yeah, that movie. I forgot about that movie. What was that called? When Mongo knocks out Blazing Saddles, and that guy punches the horse, and knocks him out. Yeah. Can you knock out a horse? Let's see what Google has to says. Even a black widow. You slam down a fist and reduce. Oh, it's probably like some kind of. You simply can't do enough damage barehanded. Well, okay, oh my God, can a human knock out a horse with his bare hands? Did Robert Duran really knock out a horse? Duran never liked horses on Monday. Pre-fight training. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say. So I guess it will be. I guess it will be a mystery. Punch a horse. Can a human beat a cow? Man, what is going on with Google? Experienced human with no weapon can easily outsmart a cow. That is true. Cows are dumb. Cows are really, really dumb. Doesn't mean that they can't hurt you. They are gigantic. If you've never been around a cow, and then which is like news to me that there are people who have never really been around a cow. Cows are freaking enormous, man. Uh, yes, you can outsmart a cow. That's oh my god, that's great. Outsmarting a cow. Can Mike Tyson knock out a horse? Google, come on. He probably wouldn't be able to hit a single cow or horse in any case. I don't understand. Or certainly not more than once. Both animals can dodge pretty fast. Both can run faster than Tyson or Usain Bolt. Okay, so here it is, folks. Google has stated a cow or a horse can run faster than Usain Bolt. I mean, in case you didn't know, I don't know what's Usain Bolt. He's like, I know he's super fast, dude. I can't remember his speed. It was like 15 mile an hour or something crazy for a sustained amount of time or something. But yes, a cow or horse can out Mike Tyson and Usain Bolt. Uh, if you ran at either cow or horse in a field, they would run away. No, that is not true. That is not true. Not in all cases. I've seen some of my friends in the past try to catch a horse, and they don't always run away. They kind of come at you sometimes, especially a big male, anything, big bull or a big, lonely stallion. Oh my god, I cannot believe we're looking up. Let's see. I wonder how fast Usain Bolt can go. Oh, come on. Google, wrong mouse. Okay. How fast is Usain Bolt? Okay. Wonder if it's going to give me top speed. Okay. 44.27 kilometers an hour. What? Uh, holy shiznit. 37 kilometers an hour. Ain't no, well, I mean, what is that to? Okay, here, how fast in 27 miles an hour? Dude can run, man. I knew he was fast, but 27 miles, 27.33 miles per hour. They found that 67.13 meters into a race. Bolt reached top speed of 43.99 kilometers or 27.33 miles an hour. That dude is fast. I had no idea he was that fast. Yeah, I guess that could be a benefit if you're running from a horse. How fast is a cow? So 27 miles an hour is how fast Usain Bolt is. So, oops, come on. A cow. How fast is a cow? Let's see. 25. Usain Bolt can catch a cow. 27 mile an hour. A cow only maximum speed of 25. A horse is 55. A cat is 30. So he couldn't catch a cat. He could almost catch a cat, a fat cat or a slow cat. A lazy cat over there. A German Shepherd can run 30 mile an hour. I know some of those dogs can get super fast. The greyhounds. I don't know how fast them things go, but you could catch a so so what have we learned today on this live stream? That cows are dumb. Somebody put somebody in a barrel in New Jersey and tried to throw them away, taking out the trash. Uh, Usain Bolt is insanely fast, and that is super bright when I open up that. Oh my gosh, that is terrible. Uh, Cows can run 25 miles an hour, and Usain Bolt can catch a cow if he tried, but he cannot catch a horse at 45. But somebody could beat up a horse. Somebody did beat up a horse at the Olympics, and Penny from Big Bang Theory is mad at him. It's been an interesting live stream here. It's been quite entertaining. Let's get some other weird facts. One more weird fact before we shut her down. Let's see what. It's got to be something prepping related. Weird prepping. Weird prepping questions. Let's just see what that's all about. 80 interesting questions. Oh, come on. What are some strange questions to ask? Well, I'm gonna kind of make it. That's just 80 interesting questions to ask people in any situation. Let's see what this says. Okay. 20 best questions. Okay. Who inspires you? Oh, no, this is one of those dumb ones. You believe in ghosts? Friday night, would you rather go out or stay in? Well, this is completely stupid. Weird questions to ask people. What are some strange? Well, I should have been a little more prepared. Interview questions, answers, emergency preparedness checklist. Let's check this one out. It's probably not weird. It's probably just like, you know where your fire extinguisher is and all that stuff. The big bumper is prepping for beginners. Let's see, is there any basic steps to prepping? Build a solid personal finance and health foundation. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good advice right there. You're gonna want to be healthy, relatively healthy. You're not gonna want to be 200 pounds overweight. You're not gonna want to be addicted to like Breaking Bad stuff or something. Your nose itches. You're gonna want to be able to walk, to navigate. So you don't want to have some sort of a clear mind. And I keep looking behind the camera if my eyes are doing this or something. There's like I'm looking outside. Uh, I'm getting the natural light. I have lights ordered. You'll see in some upcoming videos. I started a new series. We'll talk about that before I shut her down. Yeah, you're gonna want to be in good health. Finance. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's not gonna matter if you're really gonna have to get up and go, but if you're surviving in a place where you don't want to go to work every day, like I don't want to go to work every day. You don't want to have to waste your entire life doing the grind, just to retire and then not be able to do anything because your body's already wore out. You want to have some sort of finance set aside to help you figure out how to live by your means. And as a homesteading or something, that's sort of a prepping thing. Okay. Another thing, basic steps to providing. Number two is get your home ready for 2 weeks of self reliance. That's a good thing too. I don't know if I would go all the way for 2 weeks, especially if you're just starting. I'd do it for 2 days. If you're just starting out, try it for 2 days. And you could throw uh, another thing into that equation. Do it without electricity. Go to your breaker box and turn off your main. Uh, be prepared for it. Have your refrigerator stuff all in order, uh, and don't do it when it's 40 below or when it's 100 degrees. Do it when you could actually try it yourself and be somewhat prepared and go 2 days without electricity. We actually just had some storms come through, and the internet was in and out because we have landline DSL internet. So there was trees down somewhere, and the lines were shorting, and our power stayed on, but the internet went out. And my little boy, he went nuts. He just hated that the internet wasn't steady. So that's a fun thing. Uh, yeah, be ready for 2 weeks, 2 days. Like I said, start off with that, then try a week. Be able to have enough food set aside, enough water. I mean, can you go that long? Do you have enough clean clothes? Are you able to clean yourself? Basic hygiene stuff. Be able to leave your home with only a moment's notice. A bug out bag. Uh, Remember that phrase, bug out bag. We'll talk about that in a minute. Prepare for emergencies that happen away from home. Get home bag and everyday carry or GHB. or EDC, everyday carry. Everyday carry in my thing, I don't know if that's actually what they're meaning here. Everyday carry is, well, obviously what you carry with you every day. Your sidearm, if you have one of those, if you're a place that does that, if you're a person that believes that, your wallet, your phone, your keys, maybe a pocket knife, uh, maybe an extra battery for your phone, maybe a little mini first aid kit if you're preparing. If you're just gonna go to the library, you're probably not gonna need a compass or something, or a survival bag or something. Get home bags. What that is, for those that don't know, is if you're out and catastrophe happens, which September 11th, I was in Columbus, 2001, which is about 100 miles away from where I live, and they actually closed the city of Columbus because of the terrorist attacks, and we made it out just in time before we would have been locked in. The work called us all into a meeting and said, "Go home, don't come back till we call you." And we did, and we made it out like an hour before they locked everything down, which was pretty crazy. Pretty s be ready. After that, we're always kinda ready. I always have some sort of a bag in my truck now. Uh, learn core skills and practice with your gear. That's very, very important. It doesn't do you any good if you have a, flint and steel and have no idea how to use it. If you have a first aid kit and don't know how to use it, you don't know what a tourniquet is or where to put it. Most people know how to put on a Band-Aid, but do you know how to do a one-way valve for a lung wound? No. Not everybody knows that. Actually, probably not hardly anybody knows how to do all that stuff. Do you know how to do an emergency tracheotomy? Very, very few people know how to do that unless you've seen it on TV. And, I guess in a life or death situation, are you willing to take that step? Do you feel confident enough to save someone's life by doing that? Is that even the right thing to do? There's some things that you should educate yourself on a little bit. Lauren Court, yeah, okay. Share and recruit while continuing to learn and go beyond the basics. Yeah, that I can see the continuing to learn and then sharing, not to be selfish, but there's some people that you may want to be a little cautious around sharing things. I mean, I'm not going to show people where I may or may not have things cached. I'm not going to tip my hand all the way. What are you doing? Come here. Come here, stupid. Come on, kitty, kitty. This is Bessie, the prepping cat. Call her Bessie because she looks like a cow a little bit. Everybody had a black and white cow, and it was always named Bessie. So, hey, we found out that cows can run 25 mile an hour. Okay, we're getting there. Come on, get out of here. Yeah, we're getting to the point where we're gonna shut her down today. This live stream is not that great. Not that many views actually, but doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. We'll get on to more of a schedule. Maybe not midday, maybe early or end of the day. I know. So I want to remember the phrase "bug out bag." It's a mini series that I'm starting on this channel. It's going to be right in the middle. It's about things that you can keep in your bag or that you should have in your bug out bag. There's 2 episodes uploaded and scheduled. They're going to come out Wednesdays at 8 a.m. So I'm 2.5 weeks ahead on that. Now, the regular videos that I put out on Prepping Ohio, I try to release them Saturdays at 8 a.m. I did not get this week's done. It just didn't happen with the weather and with everything else going on. I had a couple doctor's appointments and things, and life changing events that kind of took precedence over a lot of editing and video shooting and such. I may be able to get one up tomorrow. If not, it'll be sometime through the week, but at least there will be one next Wednesday morning at 8 and the following Wednesday at 8. And they're not necessarily the normal kind of videos I do. And I'm going to try to do a live stream at least once a week, maybe a couple of times as well. Try to stay connected a little bit here. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Most of my viewers are from non-subscribed people. So it's kind of just hit the subscribe thing, man. And I do put affiliate links in all the descriptions of things that I may mention or may feature in the videos. Everybody really liked that fold-up stove I did. So there's a link on that. If you're interested, you can go get your own, or you can go check it out and decide for yourself. Whatever. There's some links like these little radios and stuff. There's one of the bug out videos is on that. The bug out bag videos is on that. And then there's other things that are coming up that will be shot. And like I said, they'll be on Wednesdays. So feel free to check out all the videos if you haven't. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Cat, quit knocking stuff down. What are you doing? Somebody's getting restless. I guess we better get ready to shut her down here. So, hey, thanks for those who did drop in and say hi and all that cool stuff. Really appreciate it. Cannot see anything. It's blinding. And somebody let me know how the audio is on this. I did some tests. My God, that's bright. I did some tests previously, but I never used it on a live stream. So I guess that's about it for today, folks. Thanks for watching and have a good one.